Hey, writing community, welcome to another 222 Tuesday. It's been kind of a difficult week. Just going back and forth with just a lot of the stuff you see on social media and just the struggles with seeing a lot of the posts, a lot of the negativity that's out there. And it's a struggle, especially for me, because in the past I've been very open with some of the things that I've said, and I've gotten myself kind of in trouble. So I've been holding back a lot and without really kind of sounding condemning. And that's the last thing I want. Don't want to blow anybody out of the water. But it hurts me to see a lot of my friends, a lot of my followers, without really a understanding of who God is. Because God is a really big thing in my life. My faith is a really big thing in my life. And it's difficult for me to understand how some people don't grasp that. And I mean, how do I not believe what I believe? So, how do I know what I believe? So, I mean, the things that I go through and the things that thought processes, I mean, how do I know the boat I am in will float? I'm in the boat. I mean, how do I know that the fruit I'm tasting is good? I've tasted its sweetness. So, how do I know that God is real? I've experienced his faithfulness. And so that's where all the basis is. I mean, yes. I mean, me personally, I've been to hell and back. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I've lost my dad when I was 9. I was a single teenage father for a good amount of time during a really messy breakup. I mean, yes, I eventually lost custody to the mother. That's how the courts were in California. They didn't know any of the situation, but that's where it went. But I eventually did get custody through a long process. Thank God, because that's a whole other story. But I did. I met my wife, and we raised him. But even my wife and I went through a long road. We went through 2 miscarriages, and we went through a struggle ourselves. We got pretty close to divorce at one point, but a struggle there. I mean, our whole marriage has been ups and downs, but God has always been there keeping us strong, even through the struggles. And then I was diagnosed with epilepsy. I lost a really good paying job, and that was getting us well paid for, but God has always been there. And people say, where was your God if you had all those struggles? And that was the big thing. I always trusted that God was going to be there. And that's where my faith comes in. I had to have the faith that he was going to see us through. And here I am today, stronger than ever. And the one thing that he always kept me within was my writing. And for me personally, I see that writing was the one key thing that he always kept me in. And he opened that door to my writing to where I am today. And so that's one thing that I encourage you with. If you're going through things, if you're struggling things, if you have faith and you're kind of on the fence about it and you're struggling with it, keep on keeping on with that. Seek God. If you don't know God right now, start seeking him. And you don't know about it, you don't understand about that, you can come talk to me, talk to someone else you may know about it, about faith or anything like that. Seek God. There's one verse in Psalms 34:8. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man who trusts in the Lord. Taste and see. You know that fruit instance? Taste it. You taste the fruit and you see that it's good. That's one thing I encourage you guys. If you don't know God and you don't have that faith, or if you don't, like I said, you don't know anything about it, you don't understand it, try it. Taste it and see that it's good. And most of all, keep on keeping on. That's my encouragement this week, you guys. I may have gone a little long this time, but it's well worth it. Keep on keeping on, you guys, and through it all, keep on writing, and write about this, write about something, write about what's inside of you. That's the main thing that we go through with our writing. That's where our writing comes from. A lot of the stuff that goes inside of us, that goes on. We bleed onto our pages sometimes. Sometimes that's our best writing. So I encourage you, keep on keeping on. Love you guys. We'll talk to you next week.